There's nothing you can do that can't be done. All you need is love. The Beatles taught us that. Scott Peck also taught us that love is not a mushy-gushy emotion. Love is hard work. He said the man sitting at the bar crying in his whiskey saying, "Oh, I love my family." That's not love. That's narcissism. Love would be putting down the bottle, sobering up, getting a job so you can put your kids through school. I'm Joe Ty, CEO of Values Coach, and your coach for this course on the 12 Core Action Values. And today we're covering the third cornerstone of Core Action Value number 6, faith, which is love. Love is really the underpinning of faith. One of the three corners of the Corinthian trilogy, hope, love, and faith. And the greatest of all these is love. Let's look at the opposite. I was speaking with someone a while back about a very difficult workplace environment. And one of the problems was this person said, the people down there hate each other. Think about that word. What a strong, what a powerful, what a hideous word that word is. Hate. To hate somebody. Now, the Course in Miracles said the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is fear. And anytime somebody is saying, I hate, that what they're really saying is, I'm afraid of. We hate things we're afraid of. And love is the antidote to hatred, to fear. My daughter Annie rescues dogs. And she's rescued many, many pit bulls over the years. And one of the lessons we've learned is that animals, very much like people, respond pretty much in the way they've been treated. One of our favorite dogs is Big Red. Big Red is a big old pit bull. He was obviously at one point intended to be a fighting dog. His ears are cropped, and he was found beaten almost to death on a street in Chicago, brought to a shelter, and we inherited him. Big Red is absolutely the sweetest, most loving dog you'll ever see. He sits on the porch and watches the world go by in his little kingdom. He responded because we have treated him, especially Annie, with such incredible love. If you treat people with love, that's how they're going to respond. They're going to respond to you. If you treat people with hatred, or worse yet, with indifference, that's how they're going to respond to you. Interesting study done a couple years ago at the University of Texas. This professor looked at competitors. And what he found is that competitors who made friends with their competitors did much better than the competitors who hated the people they were competing against and tried to crush them. Cisco is one of the biggest companies in Silicon Valley, and the CEO's position is we'd much rather have friends than enemies. We'll cooperate with anybody if there's any way to do it. Love is really the ultimate renewable resource. The more you give it out, the more there is. It expands. One of the things that we're doing at Values Coach, one of our core priorities over the next several years, is helping organizations create what we call a culture of ownership. That's, if you've read the book, The Florence Prescription, From Accountability to Ownership, that's what that's all about. You cannot hold people accountable for the things that really matter, like caring. When you have a culture of ownership, don't tell anyone I said this. It probably wouldn't fit on a sales brochure. We're really talking about love, aren't we? We're talking about loving your work. We're talking about loving the customers, loving the patients, loving each other. It's really talking about love. And you know what? Love is all you need. See you next time.